Good evening, everyone, and welcome. We're Random Encounter Productions. Take it away.
Hi guys, I'm Caitlin, and I will be your game master tonight for Dragon Age RPG. We are back, and with me tonight I have...
I'm Cody Stone, and I am playing Leonid Aurelian, the warrior berserker Grey Warden from Navarre.
You remembered it all!
Yeah.
No, he's a Shem. He's a Shem. He missed the human bit.
Yes, Shem human bit. That will Shem human bit. Dragon. Blah. That's what we got.
Hold on, I'm getting to the right spot in Discord so I don't have to be next.
Oh.
Rude! You just moved everybody! Fuck!
Hi, I'm Megan. I'm eating Pringles, and I'm playing Maram, the Dalish elf rogue.
Hi, I'm Caitlin, and I'm playing Navi, the circle mage, elf mage person.
I'm Matthew, and I'm in the right spot now. I'm playing Tarzian, the Tivinter mage.
I love that. That was amazing. You're like, no, wait, this isn't where I normally am.
I was so excited because I went to change my nickname, and I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna move. No, I'm not, alphabetically, because Matthew is currently Matthew. I'm fine!
See, that's it. I was gonna be like, I'm Matthew, and I'm in the wrong spot. Please hold, blah, 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 blah. And then Cody was called out for not saying that he was a Shem, so I had time.
The Shems gave you time, buddy. That's what happened.
Yes.
Is that how it does it? By alphabetical order?
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we all move all the time.
We figured it out like a couple of weeks ago.
It'll hiccup, it'll reset you.
Specific to make it Arcane Keeper or Arcane Lore Keeper for
Cthulhu.
So it was first.
Yep.
That's a good idea. That is
So, like, if one of y'all had a name that began with, like, anything between A through F, you would be above me.
I mean, Acro?
Acro.
Yeah.
So
You could be a space dungeon master.
I could be a game master. I could be. Yes.
Yeah, a game master.
even as Cole tries, like he's like, was it Amazing GM Cole Johnson or whatever, and Akaros still comes before it.
He does them at the end. That's the weird thing. It's always like, DM extraordinaire. I'm like, baby, you're not getting it. It's gonna be on the front end.
It's
gonna
not
be like,
the volume of letters you have.
crazy cool dungeon master. Then you're good.
Most of the time, I'm in the top row because it's Cody Stone. So very few people are before that. But yeah.
I literally didn't realize that, and that's really cool.
We couldn't figure it out for the longest time. Like it's been, I think, maybe 4 weeks that we were sitting here.
I think somebody moved midstream, and we were like,
Yeah, that's
why?
Yeah, we were like,
we're not
what
proud
is...
of this moment.
Yeah. It was awful, but we did eventually figure it out.
We made it through.
Look, Discord, we're figuring out your secrets. Do we have any announcements?
Announcements. I don't know. What are we announcing? Do we have we're not doing a giveaway right now. But in July we will have another giveaway from our friends over at Norse Foundry. So we're super excited about that. Kickstart, I don't have any. I'm you know what? I'm just happy to be here today. Somebody finished their book and got it uploaded.
And I'm depressed about it. Move on.
Okay, but we're excited for you. Because to be fair, no one here emotes in an appropriate fashion, so.
Thank you.
I was doing that one too. But that's all we got.
I'm so confused, but I'm just gonna let it go.
There's a New Girl quote, where Megan Fox, who's on there for a couple of seasons, and does a really nice job, might I say.
She's delightful. It's my favorite thing I've ever seen her in.
Yeah. She's the guy she's dating is like, he's going for a run, and all the other roommates know that means he's like super depressed and it's awful, right? And he comes out, he's in his hoodie, he's got his gym shorts on, he's like, I'm gonna go for a run. And they're like, oh my God, what happened to Nick? And she's like,
Hey man, you okay? We're here for you.
He wants to go for a run. Yeah, one of them comes in and like runs to the window. It's like, Nick, I see you and I love you. It's like, and she's trying to understand. And they finally explain it to her, and her response is, to be fair, no one here emotes in an appropriate fashion. So.
I should watch that show. I've seen a couple episodes and I like what I've seen.
So good. It's Cody had to bribe me because it's our favorite show to binge, and I wasn't allowed to watch it while I was finishing the project. And so he's like, when you're done, we can start watching New Girl again. And I'm like, fuck, done now. I'll stop mid-word. Let's go. It's a creative choice. It's the ultimate cliffhanger. You stop halfway through writing the letter A. It's just like a little it's a C. No, it's part of an A.
I think Sopranos.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate fucking cliffhanger. Somebody
300 pages, then she turned into House of Leaves all of a sudden.
Yeah. Listen. I'll find a reason.
You can't comment on a House of Leaves if you have not experienced House of Leaves. I will not have you novices talking about nonsense you don't know.
That's me. I'm that.
What is that?
That's me.
What is this? What are you doing?
It's me turning the book to read the words that wrap around. And
Yes, because House of Leaves by Mark Danielewski is amazing. It's an experience.
How many blank pages are there?
How many do you not want there to be?
I am gonna buy you
How
specifically.
many would your soul rebel at? That's how many are in there.
I'm gonna say some words right now, and
It echoes your emptiness.
you know what? It's House of Leaves is the what is that damn game? Oh my God, the Blue Medusa's Labyrinth. No, no.
Is it
Never.
soft rain? It's not soft rain.
The one that
No.
What am I
You have to figure it out. You have to go to the Google box.
I will go.
You can't just leave us hanging on this.
Soft rain. Oh, heavy rain. It's heavy rain. It's the complete opposite. Soft rain? No, heavy rain.
No, Tears in the Rain.
That
Tears.
is
Blue Medusa.
Nobilis. It's the Nobilis of books. Okay.
Fucking
What?
love Nobilis, man.
Where did? Never mind.
Unacceptable.
You haven't read House of Leaves. You don't get to comment. It hasn't infected your soul. It hasn't taken
I
root
haven't
in your
read
heart and grown at your ears, causing new life to spring and shadow over the world around you. You don't get to comment.
That is
First
the
rule of
experience of
Leaves.
trying to.
House of Leaves.
That is the
The
experience of.
host for House of Leaves. It lives inside me. It breathes anew as I breathe.
Yeah, that is the experience of trying to read the Nobilis RPG book. That's what that is. Okay. So.
And it's fantastic.
That's fair.
It's avant-garde shit, and I'm here for it, man.
There is a similar avant-garde RPG that is like the Labyrinth of the Blue Medusa or something. It's this.
Avant-garde PG.
No,
You
no,
call it an avant-garde PG, you coward.
Sure, that one, avant-garde PG, because that is the book is the rules, but it's also the game.
Maze of the Blue Medusa?
I believe so. Yeah, something like that. Labyrinth
House
of the
of Blue
Blues,
Medusa.
Labyrinth House,
Eliza.
something like that.
Doing great, kids.
That shit just reminds me of the Flux game, and I know y'all like Flux, so.
Where the rules change.
But they
How do you
are
win the game?
Yeah, but
in
you
Flux.
can't
win.
win, not someone else's.
You can't win because the goal hasn't been played yet.
Flux
I hate that.
feels
I hate
like the packaged corporate version of what these games are.
I fucking love Flux. I play it so much. And I love explaining it to people because they're like, how do you play? I'm like, I
I was
don't know.
gonna say
the rules yet.
that makes sense for you as a person. Like you said, I love Flux, and I went, yep, yes. Obviously, of course, she loves Flux.
We used to play it during intermission. whenever we did our high school shows.
All right.
It's fun when you are the god of the chaos. But these other pieces, you are chaos's bitch. You must surrender to the whim of the tide. And most people can't do that.
See,
It
I have a
tests your
switch
mettle in
relationship
person.
with the chaos, so like I could go either way depending on the day.
Yeah, you do.
On that note, with your switch relationship with
Which
chaos,
of the chaos?
Welcome to winter.
we're going to Devinter.
Where they are all switches for the chaos, and you know it.
That's
Or
your
just all switches.
that's your new alignment. No,
Chaotic switch.
chaotic switch. Yeah.
I mean, that's probably a new shirt design that we need.
No.
No, because then we get into that kink D&D line, and I have to design a D20 ball gag, and like it's a whole thing.
We're good
What?
here. I think we're good with what we got.
We need no more merch ever. It's okay. There's no desire for
Blood
this.
sacrifice, shall we, kids?
Like there's a
Go kill a couple of elder servants or something. I don't know.
Venn diagram
Anything to
between
make
no
this
more
sound
merch
more
ever and all the kink merch, and we can have like a middle of the where we
Nope.
just
Nope.
no.
Nope.
Merch has
No,
been
Well, let's
canceled.
let's go save some blood sacrifices. All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take us away.
Ma'am, I just ate.
I was about to say she just took a bite of soup. I could have talked about ball gags for another 10 seconds,
That's all right.
and we would have been fine.
That's okay. I mean, we can have 10 seconds of silence. That's fine.
I don't know.
Can
They say
Damn
dead
it,
air.
us.
Dead air is death on broadcast. So
Right, but also, can we be silent? The 5 of us? Because I don't think so.
I am actually extremely good at the quiet game. I have
Yeah, but you're silent because your microphone is muted, Matthew. It's not the same thing.
I have in fact never lost, I believe, at the quiet game.
I want to say challenge accepted, but
So
not
do
right
I,
now.
but I feel like he's gonna turn that against me, and then our house will just become a very stressful place.
Okay, so you guys last week, 2 weeks ago, fought your way out of the Fade. You each faced a demon of your own, and working individually but also together, you were able to overcome your various personality quirks to able to survive the Fade, and you each got a boon as a result of that. I don't know if you guys remember to do that, but you each get one additional focus. And then you met a spirit of compassion, and he led you out of the Fade into the center of the Fields of Glory, which is where 400 blood sacrifices are currently standing, waiting to be killed to power the amulet that you guys had used to get into the Fade. And it basically had ended with someone screaming, and we decided that it was you and them.
It is-
So you are standing basically smack dab in the middle of the field, and someone yells demon. And what would you guys like to do?
Ah!
Is there a demon around?
There's nothing but you four.
Do we look particularly demonic?
You look the same as when you left.
Great.
What? Where? Where's there a demon?
The blood sacrifice nearest you points to you.
What? No. What? Stop pointing. You're not allowed to do that. Where's Mr. Master Parvis? Master Parvis?
You look up and you see that he and Magister Illyrium are standing on a little raised dais that's not as tall as the Archon's dais, but, you know, still raised enough so they can see.
Sure.
What?
We're back.
Why are you there?
I don't know.
Magical
over
spell
here?
mishap. We rolled really badly.
Why are you there? Why aren't you here?
Because someone decided to kick me.
Well, he was saving your life, honestly. We
You're
almost
welcome.
died.
You look perfectly fine to me.
Do you see the blood splatters? Which one of you is most hurt? Like, who's at the lowest HP?
I'm at 32 apparently.
Out of
84.
Oh. I just point to Navi.
Maybe I didn't heal. I don't know.
But Leonid got the demon kill. He
I
got
did.
the
That's
slow-mo demon kill.
I crawled through a pride demon.
That's true.
Yeah.
Through
I
it.
was trying to play the quiet game, but I had to make a point, so okay.
So I won.
You don't lose if you have to make the point.
God, you didn't win?
I'm gonna be mouthy for the rest of the game now, so
Last one to talk means I won.
I had to talk. This is Devinter.
I don't know why that upset me more than anything you've ever said and done on stream. Fucking ever. I don't know why that goddamn broke me. We're going one-on-one right now. I'm going to kill him.
yeah, I'm just gonna look at Navi and say, Elvin, kill the Shem, yeah?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shish
maybe
kebab the
you
Shem.
should,
Shem kebab.
maybe you should control your slaves.
Well, it was either her or me, and clearly her. So, yeah, we almost died. You would have died, too. But luckily, my slave saved your life. So, yeah.
Make a persuasion check.
Proficient in that. Thank God. Oh, that's good. Ooh, bitch. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 17.
He looks at you and like he doesn't really believe you, but he also doesn't want to just like admit that he probably would have died if he went there. Because he's not quite sure what you guys went through, and he sees that you all are kind of bloodied and like in the middle of the slave, pit.
That's fair. So
are you leaving them there then and coming with me?
oh no. They're coming with me. But yes, I will be up there shortly. Not demons.
Unless you want to be.
What?
Do you want to do some of the honors?
I've had enough excitement for the day, I think.
He checks
Yeah.
his watch. It's been 5 minutes.
Not where we've been. I just 1,000 yards in. It's if you survived what we went through, you'd be ready for bed too.
Well, come here.
All right, come.
As you walk by, you can tell that the sacrifices are like looking at you with a variety of emotions. There's some that are very confused, some that are very afraid, some that are kind of angry that there's these 3 slaves are walking by and they don't get to be saved. So yeah, you're just getting a very weird mix of feelings as you walk past.
That's okay. They won't die because we're gonna go in the past. We're gonna save them, and he'll never have this thingy. It's fine.
But doesn't he have to have that thingy in order for you to go to the past?
Okay,
Nope.
okay. Nope, nosebleed. Ah.
Which
Wait,
okay,
we
hold on.
know we know this group sacrifice has to happen.
You do not.
No, we don't. But also, can we
we-
team huddle for a second?
Yeah, I have another question. Of a god other than Dirthmon. We're talking to Pavis.
Yeah. So, and Illyrium.
Illyrium is with him.
Yes.
Do we know if Illyrium is straight?
Yes.
Is that yes we know or yes he is?
As in, when you guys did your little lesbo thing in the basement, he seemed interested.
Okay. Rad.
Illyrium was the one that perved out, not Pavis.
Yeah, Pavis completely ignored it.
No,
Remember-
you guys took Pavis too.
We'll also remember because the Pavises are all suppressing their
Pavis line's
gay
gay.
desires throughout their
Right.
family line, and so he doesn't. He's
Pavis
not
line's
really
gay.
interested.
You know this.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah. My head canon, and so thus it is this canon, is that the Pavis line is entirely gay, and that's why Dorian's dad hates him so much,
He's
is
such a
because
dick, yeah.
Dorian can do what his dad never could.
Yeah.
He does give him like
Absolutely.
sad, longing puppy dog eyes, like Dorian, please. I was trying. You don't fucking know.
Yeah.
You couldn't have gotten it. You don't know.
Oh.
All right.
Do we have any access to a shirt anywhere in the real world that's Dorian that says "Be gay, do blood magic"? Because I feel like just like Matthew should wear that at all times. Like I feel like it's better than "Be gay, do crime." It is "Be gay, do blood magic." Dorian.
I mean, but also
I'm not
okay.
wrong. Sorry.
So team timeout. What is our plan? How are we getting back in the past? I don't remember how this thingy worked, except that we needed green lyrium chunks, and that they would theoretically
this is an out of character team huddle.
yes, an out of character team huddle, and they would theoretically be here near the Fields of Glory. Is that what we know?
Did
Listen,
we
my-
grab any while we were in the Fade?
There wasn't any there, right?
Also, you know, fade things, unless you level up at one of those, like, things, they don't always come with you. So, like, you're not going to be able to, like... The skills you learn will come with you when you go to those, like, power spots.
So,
But
So
okay,
we went
so
to the
need...
Fade and all we got was this
this t-shirt...
terrible blood splatter. Like,
We also got an extra focus.
You got an extra focus.
Went to the fade and all I got was this extra focus.
You also found out what happened to Alfonso.
That's true, and when we need to go back to.
A lot of things. So, my theory is this. We just charge head on as a tiny group of 4, yoink the thing, and bamf out. And then
But we need green.
the shards that are
Once
underground.
we have those.
Mm-hmm.
I think I can distract Illyrium from either following us or at least not blood sacrificing en masse for a little bit.
My only question, and this is going to be a kind of fucked up one, right? Is that we were told that the veil is thin here, but do we think that the veil is thinnest here when a massive 400-person blood sacrifice is happening? And that's when we'll be able to yoink some green lyrium?
I don't know, trust the magic within you?
The magic of friendship?
Yeah, why do you have to be like an Olympiad right now? Fuck the external shit, just, let it
Like,
come
you do
from
have
you.
But, like, you do have a point of that, like, if we're gonna save them from dying anyway, letting them die here and now, while traumatic, is not the end of the world.
They won't ever know.
They're
that
just
they
gonna have
died.
weird nightmares at this point in their lives in the reality that we're gonna make, and they won't fucking know why.
What's fucked up is part of me goes, are y'all monsters? And then I remember who's running, and I go, yep, these are legit questions. Okay. So,
Yep.
But like, well, because if there isn't just always green shards around, right? Because if there were always green shards around, this wouldn't be an issue. So we have to figure out what will make green shards show up so that we can yoink them, so that we can then use the time travel device, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if we know that it happens where the veil is thin or whatever, then obviously we know here, but we have to figure out how to make the veil thinner or whatever hippie shit. And I'm wondering if that's 400 person blood sacrifice. I don't like saying that, but also
where's the lie?
It legit may be.
Where's the lie in the Dragon Age lore?
yeah. Because our plan, right, is get green shit, put it in the time travel time turner, go back 30 years, pick up Ralfonso, and then yeet ourselves back in time even more, right?
Profit.
Yeah, and then eventually question mark profit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I understood.
See, because of the weird time travel, I heard profit like with it PROPHET, and I was like, we're gonna be prophets now? That feels like a terrible idea.
We're Andraste.
Far enough back, we can be Andraste.
We
can be Andraste. You could.
Which one of us is gonna be Andraste? Is it me?
Andraste Collective.
Is it the I'm assuming gay Tevinter Magister?
Is
it
the
two elven women?
Because she was taken captive by Tevinters. It's gotta be you. Because we're both elves. So we were. It's gotta. We're just okay. So. Okay,
it's gotta be
plan.
So wait a minute.
We go back far enough in time. We get a blonde wig. We set Leonid
shove it on
fire.
Leonid. And then let history happen.
And then 3 of us show up a la Bill and Ted. We're like, we're the maker. Don't do that.
Then we fix everything.
And then all of a sudden it's like, oh no. And we're like, by the way, elves are dope. And they're like, yeah, they are.
And magic doesn't exist.
And then question mark, profit. I'm just saying.
No, we just go straight to profit with a PH. That's profit with PH.
Then question mark, profit with an F.
Yes. Yes.
Profit, then profit. That's the important.
Yes.
That's the important.
Yes.
Profit, start a religion. Not placed on blood sacrifice, placed on gold sacrifice. P before you F.
You gotta before you F, kids.
Yep.
Check the pH before you F.
Good life lesson. Oh, that was a different. Okay.
But yeah, so that's kind of where we're at, right? So like we're gonna have this blood sacrifice happen. I'm not gonna.
Is there a way to do
it
it without the blood sacrifice? I'm genuinely curious.
So.
I would like to make a ask the DM check I would like to roll for Dungeon Master lore.
She'll pinch her nipples. Darthamon, is there a way to do this without killing everyone? Fuck.
So I'm gonna tell you one thing that you sort of forgot because it happened like 3 sessions ago, so it's fine.
So 2 months ago.
Yeah. Pavis told you where he got the green crystal from. Do you remember that?
No. I thought that the green crystal's origins was some big mystery.
Yeah, I totally missed that. I thought we were still looking for them.
I thought he got it in the Fade.
He just bought it from some merchant on the corner. I'm gonna burn this whole studio down.
So he told you that he got it. He got the location of it in a dream, and you said, "Where did you get it?" And he said, "Someplace that you don't want to go." And you said, "Where?" And he said, "A nasty place." And you said, "Where?" And he's like, "Someplace underground."
So
the sewers.
Huh?
The sewers.
Wait, but
no.
Underdark?
Not the Underdark. What is it
Deep
in Dragon
Roads.
Age?
Deep
Roads.
Roads.
Thank
Aha,
yeah.
thank you.
The Deep.
And
I was like, Underdark is Dragon Age. Come on,
Underdark.
what the? no, it's Deep Roads.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. So you got it in the Deep Roads. Oh yeah, because apparently there was a time when you could get lyrium that wasn't tainted red.
Lies. That feels like lies. That feels
Okay.
like a false thing. Can
Okay,
we really
so-
fast?
Blue
So
or
we,
purple?
so new plan. We somehow delay the 400-person blood sacrifice,
I can do that.
but we
Tits.
need you in the Deep Roads. We can't go to the Deep Roads without you.
Oh no, I'm not.
Also-
I'm not. No, I'm saying like I can convince them to like chill. I feel good about it. I will roll for
Okay.
shit, but
Meg might have a new focus that she wants to try out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm. Oh yeah.
my world is falling down around me, guys. I'm very sorry.
No.
Now.
It's okay.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you look fine here, so I hope the world just doesn't collapse on you.
If I don't move much, I think I'm okay.
Okay.
This is what the caveman felt like. I stare at the light in fear that it might fall.
Go into the light. Anyway, so yeah, so you know that the green shit came from somewhere unpleasant.
Yeah, Deep Roads. That sounds right.
Okay. Yeah. So if we can delay the blood sacrifices, if not, horse blinders. Got it. Okay.
Okay.
Out of character team huddle. 1, 2, 3, break.
I'm putting that on your house crest, by the way. What's your family's
What?
Galvicius?
Yes.
Tarzan
Oh, you gave
Galvicius.
me the last name. What about?
Horse
Yeah, I have a
blinders.
last name. I've had a last name for like 2 months.
Horse blinders.
Horse blinders.
Just mouse horse blinders.
Yes.
That is your family crest. Horse
Yes.
blinders.
Yeah, it is now.
It is a horse ignoring the bloodshed around it.
It is the dismembered horse head from The Godfather with blinders on. Just.
I want this to be one of those relief mosaics that you have to find in Inquisition.
Yes.
That and the explanation for the Navi gates. Yeah.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Okay. So
Hey,
let's
we're writing for you.
fucking honestly.
So, like, honestly, that's why you have to go back and be Andraste, is to make Navigates a thing. You're gonna convince a Meriden to make it that way.
I'm just saying.
Y'all, we're derailing this entire campaign. That is the new plan. That is the new game, and you know what? If we master time travel, we can do both.
Not the new plan. It was always the plan.
I'm
We
sorry,
just-
I wasn't
it was
included in the
always
first
become
team huddle, so I
Andraste.
didn't know.
We just
The
didn't
idea
know it
was
yet.
why.
Yeah.
It might not have been
also,
your plan, but it might have been my plan.
That's true. Yeah.
That's
How
valid.
do I steamroll them into becoming Andraste?
GMs work in mysterious ways.
This is true.
The good ones do. I applaud.
good ones
the
claim-
upper echelon.
The good ones claim responsibility for it, even if it wasn't their original idea, so we would never fucking know. So,
All right,
I
so
don't know.
you're walking up. Tavis walks down from the dais to meet you. Well, what happened?
Well, we went somewhere terrible. And then we fought some things. We almost died. And we came back.
Where did you go?
Moran will stop him. My lord, please, you must be honest with him. He must know the truth.
We went to...
We saw the future My lord, we saw
Yes.
your awesome power. She'll drop to her knees in front of him. We saw Tevinter as it was meant to be. Awe-inspiring, unfettered, chains cast aside, flames blazing behind it, lutes playing in the background at full octave. And we saw your hands uplifted to the sky.
Navi will just start worshiping in awe and shaking in her just remembering the awe.
Palms were defiant to the Maker himself, and your palms were unbloodied, your skin unbroken. Your blood was your own. It wasn't made servant to magic. The magic was made servant to you. Oh,
Leonid is going
my
to
lord.
put up, head down, turn away, take a Tebow knee, and just laugh quietly to himself.
We saw the field of pain become a field of glory for you and the other magisters. No blood was spilled, none was needed. Their praise, their words of admiration to you and the rest that are worthy filled the heavens and made it grow bright. Brighter than anything I have seen magic done by the Dalish. I have seen magic done by my lord, and I've seen what you and Master Illyrium are capable of. This was unlike nothing I've ever seen. Even in the dreams I've had. This was amazing.
Make a performance check for me.
Yeah. I don't think I have performance though, so this should be dope.
I think Navi and I are helping, so I don't know what
We
that.
absolutely are.
I don't know what that gets you, or at least I'm not hurting. I am actively not hurting.
And it's a what? I'm sorry?
Performance check?
Performance?
Yeah.
Which is
So
under
that is-
communication.
Communication. Yeah.
Okay, so that's a 19 with 5 stunt points. I don't know what
Shit, bitch.
I don't know what 5 I can get on communication, but can I get some? Can I get a what?
They're what role playing? Is that what it? No, what is it called? Because
Yeah.
it's not. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, role-playing stunts.
I guess.
Yeah, role playing stunts then.
Yeah, this one is bullshit, but yeah, role playing works.
Yeah, because they're exploration stunts and combat stunts, and it's not that. It's the third one, which is role playing, I think.
Oh, yeah.
So you can look at that list if you want that. I will tell you with a 19, he is going to be shocked and taken aback. Are you sure you're talking about me?
Master
And-
Pops? Yes. Yes. And I saw your line, sir. It stretched into the sun. Sun after sun after sun. Your name continues until the heavens fall again. Not lying.
Can I do a this is gonna be a little bit of a stretch. Can I do a communications etiquette to see if he is taken aback, not because of him seeing himself in the future and like wanting for greatness, but also because he's nervous about how the power structure works in reference to those around him and the fact that he's not a magister yet.
Stunned silence may also be of interest to you. Stunned silence, sway the crowd, and another thing. I don't think you want to just flirt, tower of will, or enrage. But stunned silence basically means Outside combat, at the very least, long enough for your character to begin to do something else. They are taken aback. If that interests you.
I mean, we're not trying to get away. I'm not ruling it out. I'm now looking it up. I apologize.
You're
You're good.
I was.
Matthew, I would take an empathy check for that.
Okay, I can do that too. It's just not quite as good. Okay.
See, like the witches talking to Macbeth and Banquo.
Mhm.
You will get kings though you be none. So all hail Macbeth and Banquo. All hail Illyrium and Pulvis.
17 with 3 stunt points.
He is very uncomfortable with the idea of you talking about him basically usurping the power of everybody else around him.
Yep. And I will.
Not usurping, augment.
Exactly. And Master Pavis, you seem to misunderstand her. I think she saw, well, we saw you not alone, but you and all of Tevinter behind you, fighting and not fighting, but we saw you and all of Tevinter together as the great and powerful nation that it is and what it can become.
I like how that sounds. But you must forgive me if it seems implausible to me.
I understand, but you would have had to have been there to see it, and I'm glad that you weren't, because it was a dangerous time. It was a glorious time. Don't get me wrong there, but in that time in which we were at in another time, our lives were surely at stake, and we barely made it out alive.
Somewhere
if not
under
for her
her
sacrifice, and I point to Navi.
Somewhere
I don't
Navi
know
just starts singing the Pippin version of Glory, because blood is red as, like, it just fits, like, it feels like it fits this situation.
Nice. I fucking love that song.
Right?
Deep
It's so,
cut, dude.
right?
Well
You're
done.
welcome. But it's the Ben Vereen version specifically in my head from Fosse. Her voice just suddenly gets real deep, and she's like, I'm able to pull it off. It just, that song fits. Yeah.
Pippin fits into Vinter, for sure.
Doesn't it?
He looks over to Magister Illyrium, who's watching closely this interaction. And then he turns back to you and drops his voice slightly. You can't possibly be meaning me.
Why can't we? You know how, and I like lower my voice a bit as well. You know how much power you and yours truly have.
Go on.
We are not lying about what we saw. We have seen your descendant and your descendants and what they can do in our time in the future, even as brief as it was. We've seen great power, and you have to have felt it. I refuse to believe otherwise.
I mean, I am smarter than a lot of these men.
And you have a connection that you know not of. After all, you are the one that found this great device, are you not? And I like head nod, eye twitch to the thingy.
Yes, I did. but I didn't know what it did.
It doesn't matter. Only time. The only thing standing between you and that is the other magisters and time itself.
Green. The green. Sorry. Sorry.
Don't apologize for turning into a Grecian statue. It was perfect. Sorry, a Grecian statue.
It's the green, it's the green, it's the green.
I
And when
Oh,
we looked
Matthew
into the
just
past, it was the green.
Matthew went, nope, I'm out of here.
It was the green shin pun. That was what did it for me. I had to leave.
You're
My
welcome.
lord, my lord, are we not to get the green rocks that surrounded the brilliance of Magister Lyrium and Pavis? Should not we fulfill our destinies to fulfill their destinies by venturing forth and acquiring the verdant green?
Indeed,
Rocks.
indeed.
1,000-yard stare back to Tebow.
He speaks true.
Green.
The one thing that we
Nothing but
noticed.
Green. We must have green. I'm gonna tweak out and play up that it was bad and dangerous.
Greens, nothing but greens, parsnips. All right.
Yes!
Yeah. But
We're all taking this very. So basically, we're all doing different musical theater pieces about green and glory and whatnot, and fucking. And poor Darcy standing in the middle like, my servants are insane.
It's fine.
You go to the fade and come back normal. I dare you.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, he speaks true, and I will again lowered voice. The one thing that I noticed different in the magic that was done then versus now, you surely felt the power of that tiny speck of magical rock that you put into the thing, right?
I mean, it brought you somewhere. To the future, I guess?
Exactly. Then what we saw there was the power that is in blood magic is surely great, as we all know. But the power that we
Hail the
saw
blood.
in that green, whatever it was immense. And it is what you need for this, not that petty magic down there. I'll kind of point over my shoulder to the 400 blood sacrifices.
Petty. He called 400 blood sacrifices worth of magic petty. If that is not a flex, I don't know what the fuck is. That is a baller. Sacrificial figure drop.
Did your sleeves just fall off?
The picture was built on looking at another person being like, can I use it as a battery? So like, this is the most Tevinter thing that ever Tevinted.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is what you're about to do will do nothing. It would do something on like a normal spell, sure.
I would like to suggest we go.
No,
you go.
But the device that you have, the device that you created, it needs more than petty blood sacrifices, no matter how large they be. It needs more of that crystal. And we know where to get it. We saw where it was abundant in the future, and surely it's there now.
Can you make a blood magic check?
I can. I now have that focus.
Yes. I was gonna say while we're doing this, if we could find a way to subtly suggest that I don't know, his penis is small if he's doing small magic, and that a well-endowed man would go forth and find the green. I feel like there's an elegant way to say it, but I'd like your dick joke in there. Please and thank you.
Blood dick energy?
Blood dick energy. Ha!
Lyrium dick energy? Big.
That's gross.
Also, it's a 21.
You ever
on
wonder
the
why
blood
it was a
magic
red
check.
idol?
Ah!
Gross.
So the way that you describe blood magic, you are absolutely understanding of it, but obviously because that's what you grew up with, even though you didn't practice it much until later.
Nope. Even though it took going to the Fade in the past to really understand it.
The worst inventor ever, honestly.
Yep.
But he thinks that you know something that maybe he doesn't. And so he'll pause. But it's already all set up.
So,
Also, it seems like a waste.
why? These slaves can surely be put to a better use than going for a waste of magic in a ritual that will do nothing. Why not send them home to be used in better blood sacrifices?
Leonid's gonna cover his hands over his eyes and begin laughing like a maniacal prophet. Because this is the way we're leaning on all of this. I'm gonna say, they're all gonna laugh at you when your blood fails them. They're all gonna laugh at poor weak Parvis. Oh,
Galen, I want to
Lyrium.
apologize.
You're-
We didn't get to play Tuesday, so he didn't get to get his chaotic tendencies out. He's a little stored up.
I'm gonna move my dresser in front of my door tonight so I can sleep, because otherwise I'm gonna have nightmares about that voice all goddamn night.
Trying to help assist in the idea that he can kill all 400 people and it's not gonna work, and then he's gonna look a little
And then-
like a doofus.
And then they'll know that he has a tiny penis.
Right. I forgot. And then look at the man's tiny magical penis. It's worthless. His 400 slaves couldn't make up for the lack of manhood he failed to possess. Get the green. Must have the green. Green, green, nothing but green.
Make a performance check for me.
Oh no.
Sure.
On the record, I'm pretty sure that was my verbatim audition piece into all colleges.
I knew it. I secretly knew it.
It's just this weird manic monologue that flows seamlessly into the witch's rap. And then,
Parsley,
Thank
peppers, cabbages, and celery, asparagus, and watercress, and bedivere, and others, he said, all right. But sorry.
You're good. 10. We should not let me talk.
Also, I'm so proud of you for having that memorized. The lyrics in Into the Woods. Oh
I
my
have
god.
the whole show memorized, and I've never even done it. But
That's
she is
ridiculous.
a dream role for me because I've been told most of my life, especially when I had the longer hair, that I reminded people of Bernadette Peters. To the point where I decided forever ago that if I ever get cast in one of her famous roles, I will invite her. Knowing she won't come, but I'll invite her. But especially when I had the curly hair, and like that's all the roles, that and Dalla Levi, which I will never ever be able to do, but I want to. But the Bernadette roles I actually could do. They're in my range, they're in my type. I have too big of a mouth. Like that was the point, was your mouth is big, you look like her, your cheekbones are the same. Like, so I memorized all her shit in middle school. Thank you.
I was in that show twice, and I still don't know all those words.
I could do a one-woman production of Into the Woods right now, having never been in it in my life and only seen it on stage once.
So, okay, this is an aside, but have you followed that I'll send it to you. There's a Broadway star, and she does. It's the same guy who does like the bowing, like how men bow.
Oh, men bow in a musical. Yes, Megan just got uncomfortable. Like she was triggered by that video.
So his girlfriend is also a Broadway star, and so
I have seen her. Yes.
Yes. She does a one-woman show thing, One Day More, but she also does it for Your Fault, and it's amazing.
That was just me on every car ride. My parents didn't know Into the Woods, but they fucking knew Into the Woods because Caitlin would sing the whole show, and they would stare at me because this is what I also used to do with Music Man. He's a what? He's a what? He's a music man, and he sells clarinets to the kids in the town. I did the whole show myself, like, because I had no friends.
It's okay.
Is it?
No, but we'll just make it like it is.
Safe space.
Okay, so back to not killing 400 people. And our 10 on performance. You must have really seen some things. And he'll lean in like super close to you. It's like, so only you can hear. You might want to get rid of that one.
I probably will tonight.
Okay.
I think he's gone bad. He's spoiled. I know.
You left him in the fridge for too long. He's curdled. It's fine.
His expiration date, like, it's tattooed on our arms.
I think
we gotta get rid of the other two. Fine.
Fuck it. Keep them. Why not?
Fine. If you say what I think you're saying, I certainly don't want to have another public failure. That would not do me or my family very well.
Exactly. And based on what we saw, you have no more public failures coming.
Sounds fake.
Private
Okay.
failures.
Yeah, right.
That's the enjoy the next 24 hours of have a good day, right? That's you have no more public failures coming.
Because you won't be in public anymore because I'm going to kill you.
Right, yeah.
No, we can't kill him. Matthew's husband.
He's already had a kid. He's fine.
Can we not find magical sperm bank? Like, is that not a thing we can figure out?
Apparently not. Apparently you just have to do conversion therapy instead of just implanting
yes. Conversion therapy, yes.
Sperm phylactery.
No.
Let's get a sperm phylactery.
Apparently not.
Clearly not.
Just freeze egg. That's a sperm phylactery.
It is cold to the touch. Fine. But as you know, I didn't call this. I don't have the power to call this, so I don't have the power to call it off.
Was it Master Illyrium?
Yes. Only magisters can call sacrifices on the field of glory.
Well, I wasn't sure if he had to pull some strings. He seems... And I won't say anything. I won't give an actual word, but... Well... You've seen it. He's old.
Cue sad slide whistle noise.
Yes, but he's also, probably his son's going to be the next Archon.
And that makes him great still because
he holds the seat of power.
But didn't we see, sir, excuse me, didn't we see a Pavast in those positions soon? In our future?
I mean...
I can't keep them straight.
They
all look the same to me.
Insulting Lyrium's manhood, not Pavis's. I get my manhood insults confused.
No, you're okay. Everything's fine. We can insult. Let's insult all the Tevinter dicks.
All of them. All of them. Fuck it.
All the Tevinter dicks.
Well, don't you worry. I will I'll deal with this.
You aren't any better than I am to deal with it, boy.
Well, you say so. And I will go over. Come. And I will bring me and my posse.
I was like, but you don't have 3 crazy slaves with you.
Exactly.
We can go get 3 right off the fields right now, take them into the fucking Fade, show them the future. Like, crazy slaves are gonna be all the rage in Tevinter. I can feel it.
Magister Illyrium.
Fenris makes so much sense now.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Fucking right.
Magister Illyrium.
Master Tarzian.
It's me. That's my name. Don't wear it out. No, I'm kidding.
Remember you gave him a calling card with just your first name on it.
I did.
I forgot we did that.
Yes. So, I've Master Pavis and I have been talking, and I feel it is of the utmost importance to bring you in that conversation as well. As you know, my group and I, well, my slaves and I, we went somewhere, and we saw some things, and I will
Don't want to see it
lower my
again.
voice. And he's spoiled now from it. I lost a perfectly good servant from it. No, I'm kidding. I'll lean in a little bit. You will not believe this, but I implore you to, because I wouldn't have believed it if I barely survived it myself. But we saw the future. It was awe-inspiring. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Of course, I'm assuming you saw the Great Tevinter Empire.
That is an understatement if I've ever goddamn heard one.
Make her
Great.
damn. Make her damn.
There should be new
Make
words.
a damn sure. That is an understatement if I ever make her damn heard one. Oh, that just feels weird coming out of my mouth. That's
Yep.
There's really no good way to describe it. But
You could try.
Would you like the list of words, sir? We're ready. We're ready with the list of words.
I will look over to Maram.
Are you talking to Illyrium?
Yes.
It was, if I may, and she'll look right at him, potent. Because he's old, right? I'm trying. Relevant with it, able to please.
All right, sorry, there was like a really nasty siren behind, but it's gone now. So can you just repeat what you said? I'm sorry.
Yeah, repeat it.
Yes. She will look at him and say, it was potent.
Ugh.
Is it a potent potable?
No,
potable.
Yep.
Potent in what way?
Deliciously.
Oh God, ew. Well, we all here know the power of blood magic. But what we saw was something...
Green.
Yes, something green. What we saw was something else entirely. It had surpassed the great power that we have now 100-fold.
And did it tell you how we got this power?
Yes, it did. I will lean close once more so that nobody else around can hear, like, other than the 5 of us. You recall the small stone that Master Pavis happened upon, yes?
Yes.
That is how the power came to be. It put this, and I will pull out the like big dick stick again. This petty sacrifice behind us. It's nothing. Yes.
This is magical Viagra. This magic stone.
Oh
It's gonna
god.
make you deliciously potent.
Oh god.
It's magical Viagra.
I don't like it. But no, it would have made this sacrifice laughable. The power that comes from this is nothing.
Laughly and
to-
laugh.
Compared to what we had access to it.
At you.
Yes. Yes.
Sure. But that's not now, though. That's in the future.
I think we saw this so that we can have it happen now. If we had not seen that, visions come to people for a reason. And I think this is one of those such visions. We could wallow in this pitiful magic that we have now for centuries and eventually happen upon something stronger, or we can go forge a path for our own now. Wouldn't you like for you and your children to be the reason that Tevinter grows into what it can be?
Make a persuasion check.
Oh. Please, for the love of God, D6s, don't fuck me, please.
Don't suppose that new focus was in persuasion.
I already have one of those.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as you got one,
I do.
That's
Yes.
at least a start.
Okay, no, this is not bad at all. I mean, it could have been slightly better, but not bad at all. 10, 12, 15, 17.
He thinks for what feels like a really long time. It's probably not more than like a minute or two, but as you're standing there being like, please believe me.
Yeah.
It feels like forever. And he just sits there like stone faced and you have no idea what's going on in his brain. And then all of a sudden he will grab you by the forearm and pull you like really close to him so he can speak in your ear. And he'll say, all of it is mine. Yes? Understood?
Clearly.
For some reason, you say this will not be effective, that this will harm me, fine. I'll send them home and they can do what they want. But anything that you find, those green crystals, they all belong to me.
Of course. I had no intention otherwise. I'm not a magister.
But you might be, if you do this right.
And that's exactly why I was going to give them to you.
You're a smart lad. But get rid of the crazy one.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that tonight. Maybe. He might still take a couple hits for me when we're getting green crystals. We'll see. I don't know.
I stand in front of the Lord, I bleed for him. I am here for the Lord.
Illyrium will
Lord
just chuckle.
Tarzian. Let me be specific on which Lord, because there's a lot of them.
On which Lord?
There's a lot of them
before I
around,
get sacrificed.
and it really, really felt like people could get confused there. So, through the haze, I'd like to specify Lord Tarzian.
And Illyrium will turn to the crowd of gathered magisters and say, lords and ladies, high magisters of the Imperium, it is with great sadness and regret that we must cancel the show this evening. But it has come to my attention that should this take place, a great foreboding will fall onto our empire.
Foreboding.
He'll look over
Forebode!
Forebode!
I said nothing for this weekend. Oh man.
That being said, I ask for your patience, because this is not a never. This is just a postponement. And we shall have it again, but better and bigger for the might of the Empire.
For the might of the Empire!
All hail Archon!
Yeah.
And then
Archon! Ooh, ha, ha.
Archon oop bapa doo.
And then there's just like a bunch of like scraping as like they pack up and go. And
Everybody went, oh, well, that sucks.
Aw. Yeah, you just hear a wave of oh. People start shuffling out.
yep.
This is-
And you hear
this
like
is-
people like calling their slaves to like come to them.
This is what I imagine it was like when they go back to deep thought on Magrathea 4,000 years later or whatever, and we're all excited, and the answer is 42, and everyone, huh. Like, everyone's just like really excited and then sad. Ah, man.
I mean, this was an event, and now their entertainment for the evening has been canceled. But I mean, it's fine.
Woodstock has been rained out, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Go home.
Yeah, pretty much.
Burning Man has been canceled, and it's very sad.
Burning Man.
Yep.
no.
Coachella, this is the Fire Festival now.
Yeah. Oh.
It was better than the Fire Festival.
That's true.
You're right.
That's
If the
true.
blood sacrifice had happened, it would have been the Fire Festival. Okay, yeah.
No, the fact that the
We
blood
were
sacrifices were
prepared
there.
for the fire.
Yeah, the
Right, that's
sacrifices
fair. That's
showed
fair.
up.
Yes, that's fair.
Therefore,
See, there it is.
You are correct.
Yes, there is the possibility of the entertainment visibly in front of them, so that means it could actually have occurred,
I mean,
as opposed to the Fire Festival, which was what, cheese sandwiches.
Never gonna.
Okay, so, Illyrium will walk up to you and say, "So what now?"
well, we know where to locate this green crystal. However, unfortunately, I'm not quite as powerful as, well, you. And the trip into the future...
Nobody is.
Exactly. But the trip into the future, it was a harrowed one. And while I, on the outside, appear fine, I am exhausted.
That's
so
what
it's
he's
to
for.
bed. What?
That's what he's for.
Well, yes, but I don't want to walk. You kidding me? It was 5 minutes here, apparently, from what I've been told. It was much, much, much longer in the future. So I'm going
And-
to bed.
With a wink on much longer in the future. This is my game tonight, guys. This is Caitlin's game. It's very, very fun to like have the role play adventure, but you know what? My game tonight is find a way to make awkward dick jokes at these Tevinters all night long, which is where they'll be going and how often they'll be going if they listen to us.
It's not actually Viagra, guys.
No.
We're not giving it to them. We're
That's also
going to
true.
the deep roads
I
and
know, I-
leaving immediately. We're
Yeah.
never coming back to this
Although-
restaurant again.
Although I'm not
1 out
100%
of
sure
10
how
stars. Never
That's true.
recommending.
I don't know how we're gonna get the thingy from Master Thomas, but that
Do
is-
we have it with us?
Oh. We have ours. We don't have his.
We need his?
Yeah, we need his.
Why do we need his? We have ours.
Because the one that we were given is just a same time distance teleporter.
Okay.
And his one is the time travel teleporter.
Okay. Didn't the time travel teleporter go with us into the Fade? It didn't? I thought we had it. That's why I kicked him out of the way. I was like, we got this. We don't need him anymore.
Fuck, I wish. But no.
Literally, Matthew asked as soon as we got into the Fade, he's like, do we have the time traveler thing? And I said no.
Yeah.
Because things like that don't cross.
So
even if we did have it, I feel like it wouldn't have lasted.
Tonight we might be going on a covert steal the pocket watch mission. Although I still have 0 MP, so
can we? So
I will
first?
just arcane lance forever.
I guess he can. I don't know.
Illyrium will walk up to you. Oh, he's already there. Illyrium will turn to you and say, out of power, are we?
Well, not entirely.
You're not going out of my sight, boy.
All right.
You can come, stay at my estate, get your rest if you need it.
We're gonna have to kill him, aren't we? Out of character.
Did we do any sort of like art history lore check on Illyrium and if he's important later?
You did.
And can we kill him? All right.
The history lore check that you did, historical lore, whatever the fuck, historical lore.
Sure. Is she frozen for anybody else?
Yes, she is frozen.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't the only one.
Check that you did.
Yes, you.
Me? Am I still frozen?
Your voice is happening, but your camera.
Because you were frozen for me.
Oh no. You are back though.
Okay, cool.
I got you.
Now you're back.
That was really funny because you froze for me.
Oh.
That's okay. So, historical lore check. You realize that there was no. You don't know of the Illyrian family. That is not a family that is prominent in Tevinter at this moment. In your moment.
Sure. So we murder him.
Right. He can come.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
He can come with us to the deep roads.
And then we leave him there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll leave what's left of him there. That's fine.
And then, well, no, we lost him to the deep roads. He was so brave. He was a.
You want Corypheus? That's how you get Corypheus.
We've already got Corypheus. He's not the reason. The Corypheus was gonna happen no matter what.
Maybe you caused Corypheus by bringing him to the deep roads.
We have to go further in the past for somebody to go to the Golden City, okay?
Aren't you guys Tevinter? Aren't you Andraste?
Not
We
yet.
are Andraste. We have determined that. So.
You go to the Golden City?
I'll allow it.
You mean these ashes?
You mean it wasn't Tevinter Magisters? It was one Tevinter, maybe Magister, that went into the Golden City and corrupted it and caused the Darkspawn? Because the Darkspawn taint was already there because of the Grey Warden, and the Grey Warden brought the taint into the Golden City and thus corrupted it?
I hate everything.
Check yourself. I'm not going in there. I am too pretty to come out with a coral growing off of my face, okay? That is, yeah, no.
Bleeding.
That's that's not happening.
I'm just saying, that's not the story that I've created, but it's a story that we could do.
We could.
However, it's a story that we could create as a group.
It may not have been your plan, but it was the plan.
Right. It was the secret plan. You unlocked that achievement.
But okay, perfect. So
secret plotline unlocked.
Yeah.
Secret plotline. Secret plotline.
Like the secret companion in Dragon Age Origins.
Yeah.
Well,
Aw.
let's get back then. I desire a drink.
Fair enough.
I desire several. Oh, in the game. Yeah.
So he has his carriage. He's a magister, so he has a second carriage for his slaves. So his most important slaves get to sit in the carriage, and his not so important slaves get to stand on the back.
Sure.
Are we running behind it?
No, you're standing
Okay.
on the slave carriage.
You'll be having some fun on the slave.
You're like the lowest of the low. It's fine. But also you're crazy and he doesn't want you anywhere near him.
It's fair.
I will. If I have to stay close enough to protect Tarzian, I will run next to that carriage. And
No, I mean they're not like they're front to back, so
Okay.
it's like
all right.
yeah.
I will run next to that carriage and scream Tourette's obscenities and vague warnings and portents from the future.
So you're just singing the chant of light, essentially.
I don't tempt me. It's long and hard, and it takes a lot of
The
breath
whole thing.
control.
Speaking of things that are going to be long and hard.
Boom.
Sorry, you walked right into that one.
No, that's the only reason to ever have Carver alive is when you do the Corypheus DLC for 2. If you haven't romanced, if you have not romanced Isabella, he'll hit on her, and
Yes.
and it flusters her. And
Yes.
if he joins the Templars, one of the lines is like, she tries to give him some crap, and he's like, "You know how hard it is to recite the chant of light? You know how
Oh my god, I remember that. Oh my god, I
long
remember that.
it
Yes.
is?
I don't.
How
Shut up.
much
Shut up.
breath control it requires?" And she's like, "Wait, what's happening?"
Yeah.
Like you can find him on YouTube. It's worth it. Yeah.
Yep.
It's amazing.
100%.
So he's
100%.
only good for fucking. Good
Yep.
to know.
Yep.
Only
and
if
only
he
in that one
joins the
particular
church.
instance.
Only if he
Yeah.
joins the church.
Yeah, apparently Carver gets decent if he becomes a Templar. If he joins the Grey Wardens, he becomes eh.
Yeah, my cousin
Rings.
loves Carver. She thinks he's a great character when he has that complicated kind of arc. Because she's like, he's such a disaster. He's such a fucking nightmare. I can't hate him.
That's the only child in me. I'm like, it's an interesting arc when it's not being fucking smashed in your face every day.
Valid.
Yeah,
How do you deal with other humans in your sphere? That's so weird.
I
I
have
should
played
just go to my room and close the door.
way too many times, and I've never been a mage, so I've never gotten Carver, so I don't ever know him.
He's the worst. He
I
is
always play a mage. and he
John
sucks.
Ralphio levels of the worst.
The worst.
But I like Seb though, and I know there are a lot of people that don't like him. So
Who?
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
DLC.
I mean, yeah, I know Sebastian. Yeah, okay.
It's so weird
Different.
that you can have a spiritual marriage with him. Like, oh, come
my
on,
God,
man.
block
Put
that
your
out.
dick in me. What are you
Oh,
doing?
I
But
forgot.
rivalmancing him though,
Give
rivalmancing
me
him,
your chance of light, son. That's why we're here. What the fuck?
he goes back though. If you rivalmance him, he goes back to his womanizer ways, and he'll fuck you. You can't friend-mance him. If you friend-mance Sebastian, it's we're gonna get married without having sex because that's what I do. But if you rivalmance
If you
him,
rivalmance him, he'll fuck you.
yeah,
I've gotten Aveline to make out with me. That felt good.
yeah, isn't that fun?
Yeah.
You're like, what?
I didn't mean to romance Meryl. She just kind of moved in.
No one
'cause-
does. No
no
one
one
does.
Listen, this is why
You
I
cry,
relate
you
to her.
breathe in her direction, and she's like, "I live here now."
Hello, have you
Hey,
met
Anders,
me?
man.
This is a character I can. There's a reason.
I can never friendship mance Meryl. I can only rivalmance her. Because you
Yeah.
rivalmance her, by saying, "You're dumb. Leave that Alluvian the fuck alone."
I just leave her alone now. I go middle of the ground. I'm neither up nor down. Hey, what's up, fellow human being? You doing okay, creature in this world? That's dope.
She is. It was the first time
she's never in my party.
No, she's never in my party either.
Yeah, I love and adore her, and I was like, I want to be her friend. And then she showed up in my house in the dead of night when I came home once, and she was like, Soul. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I like men. But like, sure. And I had to break her heart the first game, so the second game I was like, fuck it. No, let's do this. You're darling. Let's go. Like, you move in. You're adorable.
Yeah, no. I like Fenris because he doesn't.
And then Fenris. Meg made me do Fenris. I wasn't planning on it because it seemed too complicated, and I don't do that. I don't complicated romance. I'm like, yeah, Farrell's gonna move in, sure. Megan was correct. She was like, no, Caitlin, it's so fucking hot. You have to romance Fenris. And I was like, what are you talking about, ma'am? Oh, shit. You are correct.
That's what you're talking about.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
Romance Anders. I slept with Fenris first because you can sleep with him and then do Anders. You just can't sleep with Anders and then do Fenris because Fenris has standards or something. I don't know. So.
Megan was very, very stressed for me. She was like, I wanted to warn you about Anders. I wanted to warn you because that was my first romance for 2 was Anders, obviously, because I'm me. And she was like so upset for me. She was like, oh no, I wanted to warn
Anders
you, but
was my first one too.
Yeah.
Because I liked him so much in Awakening.
From an Awakening, and he had a cat.
That's remarkably not the car that I bought. You know what I'm saying? Like I test drove one thing, and then when I brought it home, was up on the blocks by the time we got back to the house. It was just a fucking nightmare.
Y'all's sexual positions are between the two of you, but
yeah, I'm just gonna stick with my brooding elf from Tevinter. Thanks. I do not like the Anders romance. I think it's weird. Why does he move in and leave all of his copies of his manifesto around?
Where else will he put them? Nobody wants them.
He just casually wants notes, but he doesn't know how to ask for them. So he's like, maybe if I leave them around the house, she'll just say something.
She'll just read them, and then I'll get feedback.
But I'm scared to ask for feedback. I see no flaw in this plan.
Instead, it's just a Kindle for my fire.
Isabella.
Isabella's the best. I loved her. I really like her romance because you learn so much more about her. She's very one-dimensional.
In my like several playthroughs plans, she's in my current playthrough series, she's the person that I'm romancing into. Because I have like different like full playthroughs of who I will romance in each one, pre-planned out.
Yeah, I don't know if I can ever do Meryl, but I've done everyone else then. And I really liked doing Isabella. That was really nice.
I considered an Isabella romance because like I watched Cody romance Isabella, and like it was a fascinating story, like in general. And I was like,
find out that she had a husband before. Like, why does her friend not find that out? Why do you have to want to fuck her to find that out?
I think Isabella needed something that was like only romanceable information to make her like, because she's got trust issues of her own, and so like that's the biggest signal that like she actually trusts you is like she would not tell any of the other players that it's just you.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but I liked that one a lot because I did my my male only playthrough when I played men, and I did not. Okay, first of all, male Hawk's voice is so fucking hot. But like seriously, I was like, male Hawk. But no, I went into romance Morrigan, and I went into romance Dorian. And so even though everyone's player sexual in 2, I was like, I might as well just be a guy just to see what it's like. Because Dorian's romance is beautiful.
So let's kill a Tevinter Magister. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So we go back to his house.
Cool.
So, dude, where is Master Pavis going in all of this?
To his home.
Damn it. Okay. Where's the magic, the thingy going?
The amulet. Probably with Pavis.
Damn it. Okay.
We're taking them
picked it up
both.
off the ground, put it in his pocket.
All right. They're both coming. We're killing them both.
We can't kill Pavis.
He's already had a
He already
kid.
has a kid.
They're done.
But fine.
I don't know what to do.
Beach me neither.
Whoa. About minutes ago, we were like, so we're just going to kill the 400, go back in time, and it'll be fine. We can't kill this one dude. We all are like, I don't know, man. 400 people, it seems inevitable. We can't really help this.
This is the quintessence of that. This is that Eddie Izzard joke of you kill one person, you're a psychopath. You kill two people, you kill 400 people. It's sort of like I'm almost impressed at that point. Like, what is it? You wake up, death, lunch. Like it just our brains can't comprehend the 400. We're like fucking, but like one we can quantify and be like, yeah, one is not bad. One is easy to say. Like yeah, that's why we can see the whites of his eyes.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out. For now, we go home.
Sweet. So you guys resting?
Yes.
In shifts. In shifts, preferably.
You will be separated.
Magister Illyrium.
Mastatazian.
My slaves come with me.
We sing soft kitty to him to make him fall asleep.
Well, that and other things.
Sure. Yes. Who am I to question? Yes.
Exactly. Have a nice night.
Arnold will walk you to your guest room with one bed.
Slave orgy.
If there are not stories about this kinky fucking Tevinter who came in and like made all the magic happen.
I don't like this. Okay, and we can take shifts, take watches, etc., etc.
Y'all sleep in the same bed?
Girl, I'll sleep on the floor. I don't give a fuck.
I don't care. I'll sleep on the floor.
I need no health back. I am already at full health. I just need magic points.
I'll sleep. I need to sleep. I need to bed sleep.
Cool. So
I will toss sheets and stuff around and
make it look like you guys had a fun night.
So it looks a little bit like we're sleeping on the floor because that's where we passed out, sort of thing.
Yes.
As I see her prepping the scene, I'm gonna be like, Tarzian, bleed on something.
Okay.
I'll do the. What is it?
Oh my god, you're doing it, you psychopath! Why is it like this here? This is awful.
It's blood magic.
Oh my lord!
We need to do that.
Like in Easy A, we just get on and like, oh, rock me, absent, just start banging on the wall.
No, I was imagining it being like those paintings you make that look like your body when you're doing it. So like just blood the hands and everything so they can see, because we were all covered in blood and we did not, to my knowledge, go bathe. So theoretically, if we're having a slave orgy, that would be true.
Okay, so it appears as if under regaining mana points, that if you manage 8 hours of uninterrupted rest and or meditation, that you get your mana points back. So can Navi and I take our respective watches at the very beginning and the very end?
Please.
You're fine. Miriam and I can cover you guys. Go for it.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay. So perception check for whoever's doing the first watch.
I'll do the first one.
How many are needed for 8 hours? Is it 4? Do Miriam and I just need to split the night in half, or
You can do that, but I don't know if 4 hours enough for you guys?
Because I don't need to get magic back, so.
No, I know, but health is based on hours, right?
It is. It is.
I'm good. At this point, I'm good.
Okay.
So, I'll stay up. I got you guys.
I
It's
think
all right. All right, baby. You're safe in Maram's bosom. Just now.
I think I'm good as well. I'll look up what rest is.
Yeah, if y'all are able to split it
is-
so we can just sleep, that would be.
If you get at least 6 hours of restful sleep, you regain 10 plus con plus level. Which is not very many.
I think you guys healed me all the way up. Either that or I got rid of whatever had my hit points written on it. I know I was over half when we began. So
I was at full.
Yeah, I mean, you're at full hit points, I'm at full hit points, Miriam's at full hit points. I think we actually sat around in the Fade for...
Probably.
You took a breather, so you did take the 5-minute rest. So you did get the 10 plus Constitution, or the 5 plus Constitution plus level.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You can do 4 and 4.
Yeah, because I was going to say, because I'm still not even close to full. Because I took a lot of damage that
There's
demon fight.
also there's a heal major action, which I am proficient in. You provide some quick first aid to an injured ally. You must be adjacent to your ally, and you must have bandages ready. This is a TN 11 cunning health or cunning healing test. If you're successful, your ally gets back an amount of health equal to the dragon die plus your cunning.
I believe... I think you did that.
Technically, I have not done that to
You
anyone.
haven't? Okay.
No, because I just found out.
He only did
that
magical
action
healing.
exists. Yeah, I did magical healing, but a character cannot benefit from another heal action until they take additional damage. So I can basically do it to once to each of you.
I think between the 4 hours, Miriam and I are going to be okay.
Okay, then I will do one to Navi just to try and give you some extra health.
Hey, thanks.
It won't be a lot, but it'll be something. Okay. Cunning healing, that's plus 4. That's 2, 4, 10, 14. So I surpass it.
Thank you.
Luckily, I had 2 2s and a 6. Luckily, the 6 was my dragon die.
Mm.
So you gain back 8 hit points.
Yay!
And then
Plus-
in the morning, if I really need to, I can cast some heal spells on you.
Okay, I'm at 67 out of 84 now, with the sleep. Wait, what is the sleep? Wait, that was with the short rest thing. What is the actual sleep?
10 plus Constitution plus level.
Then yes, I got 17 hit points back over sleeping.
Got
You
it.
should get at least 20 something.
What level are we at?
10
10.
10 plus my con, which is a 2.
plus
So
another 10.
22
So 22.
Ah, 10 plus, so 22. So then I'm at 75
Okay. In the morning,
out of
I will-
84. So I'll be mostly fine. So
in the
that's good.
morning, I'll cast a heal on you, just because it costs 2 mana to do a 3d6 heal.
Are you just winning it up?
What?
You're just winning it up?
Yes. Yes. 10, 14. You gain 14 health back, so you're at max.
Max, thank you.
Yep.
Cool. Can I do perception checks from Cody and Meg? And tell me who's going first.
Is it just straight perception or something?
You do listening tests. Is that a thing? Did I make that up? Hearing.
Or searching?
Are you looking for something?
Aren't we
Yeah,
all
that's
looking
fair.
for something?
I guess my question is, are you passively or proactively doing a watch?
She's gonna be proactive about it, but she's not looking for anything in particular. So perception is
Yeah, then I'll do a general perception then.
general perception. All right, so Cody. Cute. Oh, that's real cute. Fuck.
My general perception is a 17.
Did you go first or second? What'd you get, Meg?
I don't want to say yet. Where are the stunts in the book?
There's one at the very, very back.
Those start on page 430. And then if you go down on 433 is exploration and role playing.
Please, come on. It's
So advantageous positioning and bon mot are the ones you could utilize.
and
Advantageous positioning.
won't work. Yeah.
You got it? Okay.
Thank you. So I don't place one more here. Yeah, that's a 9.
Who goes first and who goes second?
I'll go second.
I'll go first.
Yeah, everything's fine, Meg. I mean, Maram doesn't. Yeah, you're good. You kind of get bored. Think about the fade. So you zone out a little bit, but yeah, you're good. Leonid, you hear some things, but it's not anything that directly concerns you, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
It is a giant estate. There are going to be people up all hours of the night.
Mm-hmm.
There's some crashes and some things, but you're just like, yeah, servants be servants.
Slave orgy noises. Got it. Okay.
Indeed. So you wake up in the morning, pack up camp.
That's a blessing. Yeah. All right. Well, let's clean up our blood orgy. We'll toss everything on the bed. Yeah. Get ready for the day.
Yes, you can.
Yep.
You hear a knock on your door. It is a woman. She opens and she says, "Pardon me, sir. Would you like food up here, or would you join the Magister?"
Up here, of course.
Very good, sir. I shall be back.
So what's the plan, y'all?
Do they have bacon? Is that
Probably.
okay? That's where I'm focused at.
I could possibly try to steal it. I'm not great at pickpocketing, but I'm pretty decent at stealthing.
The other one is the one that has it. I can't keep track of it. There's two of them, and they have very little in common.
Same to you.
But to me, they all look the same. I just see the blood. I just see blood everywhere.
Well, then, I can't do shit.
So we'll have to have, I don't know, we invite them to the deep roads, both of them, or what do we...
I doubt they'll go, however.
We get the green rocks, we
I'm
come back,
wondering-
and we steal it when we...
My lord,
know how-
Tarzan, I have a question.
What's up? What's up?
How much do your people know about the deep roads?
Nothing. I think.
Yeah.
So they
I
don't
think
know.
very little. I think. I could be very wrong, but I think
Take a
very
moment.
little at this point.
Focus in your mind. Talk to whatever Taventry gods it is you talk to.
Do you want to do a historical
Blood
check?
for the blood god. How much do we know about the deep roads?
I mean, you should know this, so I'll tell you. The deep roads extended to Tevinter. You know that.
Yeah.
And they were closed off when the Darkspawn took over. But especially in your time, they had started doing more excavation, trying to find out more information about what's going on, especially as Dorian had been communicating with Maverius. There's been a lot of things about like, oh shit, there's like a Darkspawn Magister, like this is true, like what happened actually happened, so like maybe we should take this Darkspawn shit a little more seriously and like see what's going on down there.
Okay, so nowadays, next to nothing.
In that time, yeah, you're pretty sure that they just kind of don't.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
they don't know
that's-
shit.
Why don't we tell them it's where they need to go? It's something oogie boogie special or whatever. I don't know, whatever it is, it does for you bloody folk.
Well, the only thing that would give me pause about that.
Well, we don't need Lyrium to go with us. We just need Pavis to go with us and to bring the stupid medallion. And he's the one that knows where the green stuff is. So if I have an episode and I'm like, take me to the green, and they're like, oh, he's kind of creepy, and you're like, yeah, we know, but he has an idea. Pavis, you saw the green before, come with us. And then we're like, great. Wang bang.
The two things that give me pause.
All right.
Profit.
The first being that at the very end of the conversation that I had with Illyrium, he pulled me mighty close. We kissed, and then he said, I get all of the green things. Pavis gets nothing.
Okay.
So I'm thinking
Then we.
he
Is that
won't
sex
let
school?
Pavis. Well, yes. So, but I'm thinking that means that he won't let Pavis come down here
Sure he will.
without him.
If we promise that Pavis won't come back.
This is true. My other plan.
We're supposed to be defending people. That came out way too easily out of your mouth.
I'm tired.
This is very fair, Leonid.
And that was Cody, not Leonid.
My other plan. Which of you has the distance traveling pendant?
Maram.
Barab.
The what?
The one that we got from the from the god that got us here.
You last
I
had it
do.
right at Dirthamon. Remember?
'Cause
When
we
you guys were
in
at the quarry, you used it
I
to
do.
pray to him.
I do.
Do we know how that worked? Like, could we activate it on command?
Yes, you know how that works.
So my second plan, if for some reason the Magisters won't come down to the deep roads with us, we get the green, come back, get Pavis to show up, and we just punch the shit out of him, take it, and teleport out.
I'm good with either of these plans.
I like it.
Okay, and we just kind of like bamf out. He doesn't know where we got any of the green stuff, so we won't fuck up any history, and we get to like yeet out.
Cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens.
How crazy do I need to be today?
I don't think very crazy.
All right, I'll tone it
Okay,
back.
on a scale of coal to that maniacal crazy person he was yesterday, so are we going like creepy crazy? Or like
Like tired crazy, like reprimanded crazy.
All right, I will be successfully chased and chided, having been
reprimanded crazy?
put in my place by the great Master Tarzian.
And having been granted your life.
That's right.
And got to celebrate with a bone fist.
Is that what we called it?
Is that maybe why you survived the night? Is because you just did really good?
I mean,
That's my headcanon. Because that's the
I
story
need to
that he will tell
go.
at the breakfast table.
I need to leave.
You know, normally I insist people stay and have adventures, but today, man, I'm not gonna fight it.
Never mind.
You do you.
It's fine.
No one's upset. We're all
No, it's
playing.
fine.
You're fine.
Not at all.
So, you get breakfast brought to you. You have this discussion, I'm assuming, over breakfast.
Yes.
Another knock on the door comes after sufficient time has existed for you to eat. The magistrate will see you now.
All right. Come.
We walk.
You get brought into a completely different section of the house you've never seen before.
Cool.
So this one is his office. A big giant desk, big high back, wing-backed chair, books everywhere, lots of spindly equipment, magic, blood basin, but not an altar, just a little basin.
Lame.
I take it you enjoyed your He pauses when he sees Leonid.
Well, decided to keep him around for another day. I have to go somewhere. We have to go somewhere dangerous to get the. Well, you know. And better to have an extra person around to die for me.
That's fair. I guess someone of your caliber can't afford extras.
Yep.
So tell me what your plan is.
We have a few options. So I know, and Master Pavis isn't here, right? Perfect. So our agreement yesterday that we came to at the end of our conversation, there are a couple of ways that we could go about implementing that and ensuring that not everyone has access to the treasures that we gain. And one of those would be to bring him along with us and simply not know what happened to him.
I like where your mind's at, boy.
Well, what can I say? I like blood.
That felt like payback for earlier.
It was. It was entirely payback for earlier.
Good.
God.
Good. We're on the same page.
Well, you know, you don't get somewhere without, you don't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. You don't get higher in the Da Vinci Society without a couple of sacrifices.
Absolutely.
So that's option one. Option two, we go without him. He meets us here afterwards. Bada bing, bada boom. Profit.
Why would he need to come here?
Well, he has the device, surely. I saw him pocket it.
What do we need the device for?
It is what, from my understanding, it is the catalyst for our further understanding of this green crystal. Because you have to understand, if I knew how to use that green crystal right now, I would have let you do that petty blood sacrifice earlier, and I would have left, and I would have gone and gotten the crystal, and then I would have used it to my benefit. However, as much as it pains me to say so, I don't quite understand how to use it yet, and one thing that we did see was that device. So, my thoughts are that device is what will lead us to this great, glorious future.
I understand. As much as I would love to be rid of Pavis, I'm not sure if that's the right way to go about it.
Why?
Because it's his device. We might need him.
Totally cool with killing him. Not all right with property theft. Interesting lines here, Taventer. Interesting lines.
Yeah. All right, well.
As in, like, I don't understand how it works either. I'm not too big a man to admit. Pavis is
I will let you in on a secret. Neither is he.
What?
We're just going with
He
dick
doesn't-
jokes. That's all we're doing at this point.
He doesn't.
I'm sorry,
he
I
doesn't
missed
know
that
how,
one.
He doesn't know how to use it. Are you kidding me? If he knew how to use it, do you think he would have come to you for it? No, he would have used it for his own gains. That's how everything here works.
You don't have to tell me how the Empire works, but I was telling. No, he needed me to get the sacrifices. He needed my pull, the magisterium.
Yes, but clearly the sacrifices aren't how it works, and if he knew that, then he would have never come to you. He would have just gotten the stone anyway.
Unless he
Bring him to
wanted
the
to
deep throat.
embarrass you.
Bring him with you.
All right. I don't know if that was the right choice or not. I don't know how easy
Welcome
it'll be
to
to kill.
BioWare moral choices, everybody.
Oh no, it's not. It's not the moral problem right now that Matthew is going through. It's the can we kill this theoretically, vaguely powerful magic user, or do we just have to fucking 300 Sparta kick him away and steal his device and leave him in the deep roads to die?
We could potentially, if we find the right opportunity, since we're trying to convince him that he's going to be all powerful, we could like convince him that some kind of dangerous beast is how he fought that monster over there and survived, and then we just let him get eaten by a hydra. I don't know. There aren't those in the deep roads. Get eaten by something else.
We can send him back.
Yeah.
Or we don't have to take him. Just let him show up. We need the device afterwards. That's the whole point, right?
Yeah.
And dude was like, why do we need him? We're like, we need the device. And he was like, all right, take him with you.
Can't we, if we take the device, go get the green stuff, can't we just bamf the fuck out without ever coming back to check in? Like, that feels like it was easier. Like, get the thing now, take the device from him some way or other.
Yeah.
The moment we have the
Energy material.
Sure, yes. That was not the word I was looking for, but yes. As soon as we have that, then we can just peace out, like immediately.
Which was the point of getting that and bringing him to the deep roads.
Exactly, yeah.
Because I worry that like if we come back, the longer we are with him with this stuff, he could also betray us and be like, "See ya, suckers! I have the stuff to make it work. Live down here," and like we won't be able to get it back from him.
Yeah. All right. Well, do you mind sending someone to get him while we prepare?
But there's one more thing. You very well could not bring him to the deep roads with you if you don't want to. That's what Illyrium wanted you to not do, because he's like, I don't want to take the heat of potentially killing this man because he's been seen with me this entire time.
Sure.
But when you told him that he was basically lying to him, now he doesn't fucking care.
All right. Well.
So
he's like,
if we take him with us, we steal it, leave him there, kill him, whatever. If he has a bad day. If we don't take it with him, how do we get the thing?
We have to come back.
We come back and then
meet up with him.
Okay.
And then take it.
And then take it.
So it's just really like, when do we want to take the device?
and our
In
option,
the deep roads?
yeah.
Or after the deep roads?
And like you run the risk, I feel like if they're here and able to like chat with each other and somebody realizes, no, I wasn't lying, I genuinely don't know, and they realize we were lying, and we come back into a setup and then we can't get the thing, like they're tricky. Somebody's gonna talk to the wrong person and then we're gonna be fucked.
So let's bring him with us. And if nothing else, on the way down to the deep roads.
We were hired to
Steal
kill
it.
you. Give us the amulet and we'll let you live.
Yeah.
Yeah. Turn him on lyrium.
Great.
Delirium.
All right. Cool.
Yes, absolutely. I will call him here.
Thank you.
Is there anything else you guys want to do before Pava shows up?
I don't think so. I would ask this dude for fucking lyrium potions, but clearly he doesn't need them. I will just get ridiculed for needing mana.
That's what you have slaves for.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what blood's for. Come on. All right.
Such a noob. Oh my god.
No wonder you're not a magister. Oh god.
Get good, Tarzian.
All right.
Anything else? Okay. A couple hours go by. You get lunch. Yay, lunch. And it was decent. Pava shows up at the door. I was summoned. Ah, yes. You are to accompany these men and women to the place where you found the crystal. Pava's will pale at that. I don't think I meant to go back there. Why not? It's not a place that I would ever want to return.
Sucks to
Surely
suck. I
this-
don't want like.
Yeah. Surely this is worth returning for. You heard what we saw. And I will like give him a slightly longer look than like just ever so slightly longer to be like, you know that we saw you so powerful.
If you're not careful, we'll make him laugh again. And it will just,
I will saddle up to Tarzian, lean to whisper in his ear, speak slightly too loud. My lord, it's being in the presence of such great men. It's bringing back the episode I had yesterday. I had been feeling so much better, but now in this particular moment, I find myself being overwhelmed once more. Permission to kneel and cover myself with my hood, that the awesomeness with which they emanate might not strike upon me, and lest I lose my senses once more.
Granted.
Thank you, my lord. And I will re-Tebow up and think about my life. Leonid's gonna really start to track back and wonder where he went wrong.
Look at your life, look at your choices.
Uh-huh.
You're probably asking yourself, how did I get in this situation? Well, let me tell you.
Rewind. So,
freeze frame, record scratch. Yeah, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
is this the only way?
Yeah.
All right then. Then we shall go.
All right.
When would you like to leave?
As soon as you're ready,
I am ready now.
off we go.
So he hails a carriage because he tells you that it's a bit outside of Minrothus, where the entrance is. And so it's probably about a good 30, 45 minutes outside the city's limits. And it's kind of just in the middle of a mountain. It's not a mountain, but a rocky hilly area. And you see what looked to be a stone staircase. It's very familiar because it seems very much like what you had to get into to get the secret cache to get into Weishaupt. Looks very similar to that. And you can this is it. This is where I went.
Along the way, did he, was I able to get any deets out of him on what to expect?
He was very nervous. He was very nervous and very quiet the entire time. You can try talking to him. Is there anything particular that you would want to know?
A, what he saw, and B, if he realizes that Magister Illyrium is trying to get a one-up on him.
Make a seduction check.
A seduction check?
Yes, because you're a man. You're allowed.
Whoa. Is that communication?
It is.
Okay, well, at least I'm good at communication, even without the focus. Okay, yeah. That's a 12, 13, 16 with 6 stunt points. I don't know if I wanted this.
Does he look like Dorian at all is my question. How much like Dorian does he look? That will, I feel like, determine how enjoyable this experience is for all of us, actually.
Or does that just make it creepier?
I like it.
Yeah. Let's see.
He does not look like Dorian very much.
No.
He is older, so he's in his mid-50s, short. He's probably, I would say, 5'10", and square. He's pretty square. A thicker nose, like a Roman nose. Dorian's eyes, though, that's how you can see where he is. Because this is a couple generations before.
Yeah.
There's a lot of genes that got mixed in to create the masterpiece that is Dorian Pavis. So you can tell that he's very nervous and he's very afraid. And so it's not necessarily flirting, but it is using your male wiles to put him at ease.
Sure.
So it's very much like open body communication, eye contact, making sure that everything is kind of interesting, maybe more interesting than what it should be.
Sure.
And eventually he'll turn to you and he'll be like, did you know that there are creatures that lived underground?
No.
Apparently.
Spiders. Yes.
I'm sorry?
Spiders? That's what you're talking about?
Well, yes, giant spiders. I don't like spiders. But also, dark spawn.
Shadow beast?
Apparently, the Chantry of the South says that there were magisters that corrupted the Golden Kingdom. Right? I know, it's crazy.
Yes, please mansplain to me this thing that I have so much experience with, please.
So, also, what assumption is he operating under? That there's just a Golden Kingdom still out there? That, like, none of that... Like, are they just the Stone Age of... Has there never been a blight? Have they never heard of a blight? Like, do they not... Wait, anyway, please proceed. That was an out-of-character confusion.
So actually, that's a good question, though, and that's something that I've tried to consider. After the first blight, I don't think any of the other ones ever reached Tevinter. So I think they always started in the south, and I think that has to do with the fact that the archdemons were the old gods of the Elven pantheon, and so they live in the south. They don't live in the north.
Is Weishaupt the south? Because wasn't it like Weishaupt?
Weishaupt is the north of the south.
And Tiva, like, let's just. I'm sorry. I want to Google blight.
Ferelden, you have Orlais. They're next to each other like this. Then you have the Waking Sea, the Narrow Sea, Waking Sea. Above that, you have the Free Marches. Next to the Free Marches, you'll have Antiva, so it's kind of like on a peninsula. And then above Ferelden, you'll have Navarra. And then next to that, you will so Ferelden, Orlais, Navarra. This section here is the Anderfels and the Frostback Mountains, which is where Weishaupt is. Above that is the Tevinter Imperium.
So yeah, I mean, because the second one is in Free Marches, Orlais. Yeah, Emperor Draken. He's from Tevinter. So Emperor Draken led the armies in the second blight.
Emperor Draken founded Orlais, did he not?
I mean, maybe. I'm just reading armies under Emperor Draken. I'm just rolling. Chantry's Exalted Mark, Black Age, Antiva, overran Antiva, the Free Marchers, and Ravane. So yeah, I guess if this is all south of Tevinter, then they're all, quote unquote, in the south. Weishaupt again, Navarra for the third one, Antiva for the fourth one, and then the fifth blight is in Ferelden. So yeah, I guess they've never actually really touched Vinter. Other than, I mean, Emperor Draken, Cordelis Draken, was born Septimus Draken, youngest son of Lord Vandarin Draken of Tevinter, and Castana, daughter of...
Yeah, but then I think he went south, because I'm pretty sure Draken was the founder of Orlais, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't read as fast as...
Yes. Cordelis Draken was the founder and first emperor of the Orlesian Empire.
Cool.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it's my understanding that he was like the second son or something. Like, you know, he wasn't the person that was going to inherit.
Right.
So he became a general, a military general, and then led the efforts, and then was like, oh, I have all these people that are following me now. I'm going to unite all of these little factions and make a country.
Yeah. Seems to mostly be Weishaupt and Free Marches that get hit with blights. Then Antiva, Ravane, Anderfels. But again, those are southern, I guess, south of Tevinter.
They are southern. They're south of Tevinter.
So.
Anything... So, like, it's funny with the perspective wise, because like in Kirkwall, Ferelden is the south, but Kirkwall is like the north, but it's not to Tevinter. To Tevinter, anything south of the Waking Sea is the south. Which is why you hear Dorian talk about you southern mages.
Interesting.
Cool. I was just curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't really know in game the Black Chantry's viewpoint on Darkspawn. I know that they don't believe that it was Magister that did it, because obviously nothing was Tevinter's fault. So they do not believe that Magister actually walked into the Golden City and did not corrupt it. I think they think it just got corrupted on its own, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure that's a lot of stuff we're going to learn in the next game.
Where we can tree-mance, right? Right, BioWare? Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but that's neither here nor there. But apparently it wasn't a joke. Like they actually exist. And let me tell you, they're not nice people.
Really? I did not want to have to mention this, but Magister Illyrium sort of twisted my arm into an agreement that you would be left out of any development in the future with your device.
Well, obviously that can't happen.
Obviously, that's why I convinced him that you should come with us. However, if this is as dangerous as you say, if you would like, we could go down without you. However, I don't know what we're looking for. So, does your magic device pull towards the green?
I don't know if it was the device or if it was the maker that was leading me towards it.
Well, if you are worried about going down there, I can do that in your stead. Without you. On the premise that I will be able to take the device to divine my way without you, or you can just come down. But I wanted to give you a heads up that that's kind of the agreement that I was forced into making with Magister Illyrium.
So are you going to hold up that end of the bargain?
Well, no. If I want to progress anywhere in this society, then I need to be part of important discoveries without the assistance of magisters. What better way to progress quickly than to seem like you're your own, right?
That is true. That is true. I am not a coward.
Well, no, but smart enough to defend your life is not cowardice.
I shall try.
Try
To face those demons again.
Got it. All right.
The device, my boy, is quite powerful.
Well, yeah. I went to the future with it.
I would like some of that power from my own.
Well, of course. I don't know how to use it, so we would have to bring it back to be able to get you to use it.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh god, D6, no, please God, come back. Okay. A bit better. 15?
Yes, the device stays with me.
All right, sounds good. Are we here?
You're here.
All right, well, let's get this show on the road, as they say.
There was a ritual that I had to do. So give me a moment. And you see him kind of like gather like little bits of ground, rocks. They seem like rocks. You're not quite sure what they are. And he forms them into a rune that loosely translates into something that's like open. And he do you mind if I borrow one of your...
How much do you need?
Just a drop.
I was about to say, which of us has more to spare?
Thorny. Well, whichever one of you wants to be first.
Meram is ready.
I
He'll
died
take-
for the master.
He'll take Maram's hand. Maram's hand. I don't know how you put Maram. I don't know. Cut it. Go ahead and take 4 points of damage. Squeezes your hand, drips on the rune. Rumbling occurs, and a doorway appears.
Fancy.
I think our ancestors sealed them to prevent those creatures from coming up.
Well, no better time than the present to go opening up ancient tombs, am I right?
No time like 7:32.
Yeah. Well, let's get this thing going.
And you
Oh.
walk into the deep roads.
No, before that happens, I cast rock armor, I cast spell wisp. I get into my spirit healer mode.
You put up all of the sustained spells.
Yes. I do not trust that we will take a single step into this tomb and not have to fight Darkspawn.
That's actually valid. I am gonna.
Oh, I literally can't.
Never mind. Nope. I just live here.
I can fail that.
Would
Damn.
I do not.
our Grey Warden want to make a Darkspawn check?
Absolutely. I was waiting on them to finish their stuff before I cast Detect Darkspawn.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
And by casting, you just exist as a Grey Warden.
Yeah. No, just I feel the tingles. Feel the blood tingles.
Same.
Let me see. Perception. 14 with 3 stunt points.
There is Darkspawn, but it's not close to the surface.
I will not say the DAO line of my Darkspawn senses are tingling just yet. I will, but I will look at my party, be like, so.
And that's where we're going to end this evening.
Yay!
All right. Good timing. Good all the things.
Into the deep roads we go.
Into
End
the
of
deep
Act
roads. Into the deep roads. Sorry.
Good.
I
like it.
regret
I
nothing.
was just
actually.
going into the woods.
Hmm.
And
I
then-
already did that though. I tapped that out. Like
That's fair. That's
I
fair.
have to. Well, also into the roads. It's time to go.
Yeah.
I hate to leave. I have to though. To fight the Darkspawn. To find the green. Fight to find to steal the thing to.
To
Exactly.
leave Pavis.
We'll just fucking beat the shit out of him. I don't know.
to go to the festival. That still fits. I feel like.
Sure, why not? Thanks
Yep.
for hanging out.
God.
Coming out next week is going to be some deep road stuff.
Fight.
Mhm.
Yay!
Amazing.
Talkie, but we had to back-to-back fighty, so talkie was good.
Yeah,
Yep. Not
great.
bad. Not bad.
Great times. Thanks
Totally
for
fine.
hanging out, everybody. It was a wonderful game. Thank you, Caitlin. Thanks to all the players. Thanks for everybody that watched.
Oh.
We are going to. We will see what happens tomorrow. Some of our cast members for Midnight have re-begun jobs and things like that. So our Saturday nights are currently in flux. Please follow us on the socials that if you want to stay up to date on all of our shows and information. Babe, did you have something you wanted to share?
Just punctuating your discussion
That's it.
with hand gestures.
Punctuation appreciated. All
That's
right, guys.
all.
Well, we are going to say goodnight. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you next time. But until then, be cool.